Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we have another round of gaming related news to cover involving two titles, one that is a potential disappointment with Dragon Age the Veliguard and one that is a confirmed disappointment with Unknown 9 Awakening. Now let's begin with this headline from That Park Place stating, as mounting evidence points to poor sales, BioWare partners with Nvidia to give Dragon Age the Veliguard away for free. Now, this is a similar tactic they did with Unknown 9 Awakening, and we'll return to that in just a second. But with Veliguard here, this is not a sign of confidence from BioWare. In fact, you don't have to be an industry professional or someone experienced in that to understand that giving away your game for free about a week away from its release is not a sign of confidence, and it seems like something they want to do to artificially boost some of the numbers on release by giving it away for free. Clearly, this is not something they're doing in their financial interest, but they're trying to do this to generate some more hype and some numbers into the release of Dragon Age the Veliguard, which, according to a lot of people, there is some potential signs that this will be a disappointing release. You can see Craig here reporting from his Retail Insider that physical copies are really struggling in terms of pre-orders for this game. We talked about this recently, but they have only sold around 2,000 pre-orders between PS5 and Xbox, and that's over 800 stores of a big box brand. So around 2 pre-orders per store. Obviously, digital is the preferred route for most people, but the fact that these numbers for the physical copies and the pre-orders are so low is a sign that things are not looking great. And we've seen this Retail Insider be proven correct in many other circumstances before, so I think these numbers are pretty accurate. But going forward, they've been dealing with another round of controversy in terms of Dragon Age the Veliguard. So here we have David Gator on his Blue Sky account. He is a former writer for Dragon Age, and he's been stirring up some issues over the past couple of months through his Blue Sky post. Beginning with this one right here back in September, when people were criticizing the character creation process of this game after it was unveiled, where he made this response saying apparently the usual suspects are upset at how woke new Dragon Age is, and apparently an apparently sudden and unexpected development in the series effing Taurus. So basically he is implying that this game is woke and has always been woke. And he also made a recent post here on Blue Sky that we covered about a week ago where he said, in quotes, the females aren't hot enough, end quote, where he goes on to say basically anyone criticizing the characters in Dragon Age the Veliguard are a bunch of incels and they're porn addicts and all these things, and even implying they're transphobic. It's all a bunch of projection and ridiculous claims, and it really just confirms some of the rumors surrounding this game where we had an alleged Dragon Age the Veliguard playtester reveal there's a lot of very woke aspects of this game to be expected, and this was covered in this YouTube video, and it really just gives these rumors more fuel and legitimacy because you have former writers coming out and saying all these crazy things and basically embracing the wokeness of this game. Now, of course, David Gator would not be done. This is the latest set of posts in response to criticism of the previous ones, where he shows this screenshot of a tweet from Mark Kern tracking some of his Blue Sky tweets, and this is his response right here. I'm in the process of finally shutting down my Twitter account, and yet I noticed a fresh spate of angry mentions there. Look at the way he misspells mentions. I swear to God, like he's shaking as he's typing this. These more clueless than the last. What could have... I mentioned incels. So who should take notice but their sweaty-palmed, self-declared emotional support animal? That is a very weird thing to say. This person tries so hard to make these owns on people and ends up coming off as, well, a whole lot of projection, right? But anyways, if you scroll down, they continue on their post saying, I guess this also means a fresh bunch of chuds wandering over here to make fresh accounts just to object. The clever thing to do, you'd think, when incels are mentioned but you aren't named, would be to not stand and identify yourself, but identities are important, I guess. It's true. So a very weird statement, again, basically saying if he says that these critics of Dragon Age are incels and you protest that or disagree, you're just confirming that you're an incel, and then tries to make this very convoluted connection between identities in the game, like with Dragon Age, where you can have non-binary pronouns and things like that, is the same as the interest of these critics in terms of being labeled an incel. It's a very strange thing to do, and honestly, anyone who unironically uses the term chud or calls their critics an incel, that's pretty much everything you need to know about an individual like this. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. If I was working at BioWare, I'd be doing everything in my power to jump in front of this dude's keyboard like I'm in the Secret Service or something. Like, this guy is generating so much bad will for this game, the upcoming Dragon Age, the Veliguard, and he's not even involved. He's a former writer, and yet he's coming here on Blue Sky and causing all these issues and bad PR for BioWare, who has nothing to do with him anymore. And also, it's not helped by the fact that a lot of current writers are joining in on posts like this. But he wasn't done. So he's talking about whether or not he's going to play Veliguard or not, and he goes on to talk about some of the art, saying, "Do I like everything I see? Not really. The art style leaves me a bit cold, but then the art style has changed with every Dragon Age, and as before, I'm sure I'll warm to it eventually. The gameplay has changed. The news on choices from previous games gives me pause. None of this would stop me, however. That's because there's a lot I see which I do love. To go to these places I once dreamed of and finally see them there in all their glory. How cool is that? I have every confidence in Patrick and their writers to enthrall the fans and provide a worthy next chapter. Not a single doubt on that front," after expressing a whole bunch of doubts about this game. But you see him even admit that the artwork is lacking, that it leaves him a bit cold. And finally, a good take from David Gator here, because this is the kind of slop that people are being presented with. Like, do they really expect us to sit here and say, yes, this is an incredible character creation process. This looks really good. And only the chuds would disagree with that take. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But let's go back to Unknown 9 Awakening. Like I said earlier in the video, what BioWare is doing with Veliguard is very similar to what they did over with Unknown 9 Awakening, a sweet baby infested product here, where they tried to, once again, just like Veliguard, sell their game for free as a bundle package with people who are buying new AMD graphics cards. And they thought that would artificially boost some of the numbers of Unknown 9 on its release. However, when people woke up the day after the release of that game, they noticed they had this free copy, and they went in and left reviews. And you can see the majority of the reviews are from people who got this product for free. So this backfired even worse. Not only did these people not pay for the game, but also they're coming in, seeing they have this free copy of this game, and now they're leaving negative reviews. They're saying, yep, I tried this game, it was bad, and now I'm leaving. Toodaloo. And it really just hurt the rep of this game even further. And again, looking at the numbers, it's getting worse and worse. Right now, an active player count of 130 people on this AAA title. A massive disappointment, and they can thank their connection to Sweet Baby for just that. And if you look at the numbers overall, it's pretty much flatlined already, peaking at 276 players all time, which happened around the launch, and it's never gotten even close since then. And also, since there's some gameplay out there, let's take a look at what Unknown 9 Awakening looks like. Thanks to Nick Tech here for sacrificing his sanity to get some of these clips. But let's see the amazing gameplay. And also, I muted just in case the music is copyrighted. I'm not sure if it is, so let's just watch what happens here. This stellar gameplay. You're not really missing anything with the sounds being turned off, because it's pretty much silence except for a random whimper when she extends out to launch her first much anticipated attack right about here. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can see very intense scene right here. It gets you right on the edge of your seat. Whoa. This is incredible gameplay. AAA quality. Really getting people interested. I mean, how could you watch this and not want to buy Unknown 9 Awakening? In fact, I want to buy about 5 copies right now. That's how much I'm into this development of the game. But anyways, there's one more thing I want to go over before we end this video. A possibly real, possibly faked review of Unknown 9 Awakening, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I really wish it's real. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's definitely worth a read. So, here's a review from Berries and Cream saying, bigotry and racism have won. I hope you are happy. All the hate and racism have destroyed the hopes and dreams a small dev who just wanted to share a great story and adventures with all of us. But now that won't be possible because you wanted to cause chaos and watch the world burn. You did this. Don't forget it. All the bandwagoning and SBI hate for what? This game did nothing wrong. Couldn't let this game have a female dressed like a decent person despite having so many games with their generic half-naked and unrealistic Korean tune. Don't you get it? People's jobs are at stake. Yummy steak. Another weird grammatical error. This saddens me so much, but hey, gotta celebrate such a tragic situation, right? Now, I understand Alyssa Mercante. She was right all along. Edit. Yeah, keep laughing, go ahead. When Square stops making games for PC, who's gonna laugh? I thought y'all wanted to play with hot females, so go ahead. Leave Unknown 9 alone and go play your Stellar Blade anime, whatever. What a beautiful post, 10 out of 10, a great read. I'd love to do it again, but that's gonna do it for this video. A lot of chaos in the gaming industry right now. Like I said, a potential disappointment with Dragon Age the Veliguard and a confirmed disappointment with Unknown 9 Awakening. They both tried the same strategy of trying to bundle their game with other products to give it away for free to boost their numbers. We saw it fail with Unknown 9 Awakening, and now we're going to see if it helps with the sales of the predicted disappointment of Dragon Age the Veliguard. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.